Hey, Cancer, welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be a general timeless message for my Cancer Collective. This is going to be for any major Cancer placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So if this message doesn't resonate, just check your other signs and placements. I always like to talk about what comes through in meditation, and then I like to dig a little bit further with the tarot cards. The two messages usually do combine, but they could be separate. But I felt this energy of running around in circles and a lot of confusion in the air. So I don't know if you've recently gone on vacation or somebody you know has recently gone on vacation, but something about a break has created a lot of confusion. I just feel like you're lost in the woods. There's something like you're lost in the woods. And you really need to reconnect with somebody here. I feel a reconnection. I feel you need to take things one day at a time. I kept hearing one day at a time, one day at a time. I just feel the energy really felt like it was signaling depression. So you might be grappling with depression or even mood swings. We did just close out Cancer season. Maybe it's time to go to therapy. That might help you. That might help you have some improvement with your moods. But I do feel you have identified a major problem when it comes to the company that you keep. And so maybe you're realizing that you got seduced. But I feel something about your heart is so deathly afraid of a reconnection that you've been miscalculating your path. That's what it felt like, a miscalculation. So maybe you did enjoy being seduced. But I think maybe the seduction part was because your heart wasn't ready for that serious relationship. And maybe now you're ready. But I also feel this underlying fear that you will lose control of your feelings. And so maybe you don't want somebody to have authority over you. But I do think you let something pass you by and you need to reconnect with whatever it was that passed you by, no matter how uncomfortable it is to face this fear. I feel communication is essential. I think there's fear of rejection here, and I think in order to create harmony in your life, you need to start talking. You need to communicate, Cancer. You need to start talking. So I think take a little step back and figure out what it is you need to do to go within in order to take your next steps forward. So let's jump in with the tarot and the oracle, and let's go a little bit further and see what else needs to come through for you, Cancer. I'm going to start off by setting the tone with the Heart's Hidden Secret deck. So what do we got for Cancer? We got karma. I am absolutely certain I recorded the Taurus reading a little while ago, and I'm pretty sure the karma card came out on the cut, but it was about soulmates, and now we've got the cut with karma and depth. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, if you have major Taurus in your chart, Cancer, you might want to go and check out the Taurus reading that I posted a couple hours ago. But there's cause and effect playing out here. There's some karma here playing out here. And so consequences. You might be facing the consequences of some past choices when it comes to being seduced and your heart not being ready for something serious. But I do think you're doing a deep dive into some awareness of maybe some patterns and maybe even the importance of the value of going back and reconnecting with somebody. So this is karma playing out. I also want to say pay attention to where Saturn is sitting in your birth chart, in the housing chart, because you might be able to pinpoint exactly how this karma is playing out. But I do feel you're afraid of losing control because there are some deep emotions here with a reconnection. So let's see what else needs to come through, Cancer. What needs to come through? I think you're in a tricky situation that might need some very careful handling. We got an emotional storm here. So something's been repressed when it comes to some inner turmoil. And I think get ready for a lot of unstable energies. These energies are affecting you. So what have you repressed when it comes to depression and mood swings? What else needs to come through for Cancer? Keep in mind, I could be speaking to you. I could be speaking to a cross watcher. Only 2 cards came out. What come out? Oh yeah, somebody's been running from their emotions. I think somebody ran so far from their emotions they forgot to come back home to self. And you know what? You can run and you can ghost and you can disappear and you can pretend that you're the invisible man, but you are being affected by this. What is it that you're running away from, Cancer? What did you run away from? You're trying to run away and escape some karma? Can never escape the law of cause and effect, Cancer. And so there is some karma playing out here. I think you've avoided, you've blocked, you've pushed away some emotions when it comes to needing to reconnect with somebody. And this is coming back with a vengeance, because there is an opportunity to try again, to start over, for a new beginning. I think you're going through a heart awakening. That's certainly what it feels like. There's a heart awakening going on here. Somebody here, I think, is oversensitive, emotionally vulnerable. And if you want to bring joy back into your life, if you want to smile a little bit more, you got to stop running away from what the universe is saying. Hey, you got to look at this. You can't escape the laws of cause and effect. You might have to pay off some karmic debts here with somebody. I think you're going through a heart awakening, and I do think you're in separation with somebody where I think you blocked this person. Maybe you needed some space to figure out your path moving forward. But your intuition is saying, hey, you rejected a high-level soulmate. You rejected something that could have led to a long-lasting marriage and commitment because of some irrational abandonment fears. And I don't think you can dismiss these fears anymore. I feel you're afraid of rejection. And so maybe you rejected somebody, and you've escaped having to deal with this inner turmoil and how deeply this has affected you. I think you do want to start over. I think you do want a new beginning. You do want to try again. And so I think you have a deep inner knowing that you can't keep pushing this away. Either you have to confess to somebody, or somebody's coming in to confess to you. But this is all about coming clean. What do you need to come clean about? I think there was a miscalculation. I think you need to draw up some boundaries. You need to draw a line in the sand here. This is like a coming to Jesus moment. And so you can't avoid this. You cannot avoid this, Cancer. Let's go a little bit further with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Teacher, find your tribe. Maybe you were misguided from a group of friends, and maybe you went towards a romantic partner that really didn't contribute to your growth, and maybe this romantic partner has kept you stuck, stagnant, has depleted your resources, and now your soul is desiring growth. So you are definitely going through it right now, Cancer, and I think maybe you're a teacher. You could be dealing with a teacher. You're involved in a situation that is here to teach you a valuable karmic lesson about evolution. So, sometimes a box of darkness is actually a gift, Cancer. And so sometimes we do have to go through some very painful human experiences in order to unwrap the gift of our truth in our heart. And so what is your heart song telling you to do? Because you have a deep inner knowing here. I do feel there is a telepathic connection. So it's time to find your tribe. It's time to find your authentic voice. It's time to speak up. Communication is really needed here in this situation. You are being encouraged to remove throat chakra blockages, to speak up. It's time to express yourself openly and honestly. So what else do we got here, Cancer? Messages for Cancer, empathy. I think you've been in separation, walking different timelines on some type of twin soul journey in order to learn to deepen your relationship to yourself. A lot of similar energies to the Taurus reading. So if you are dealing with the Taurus, go check it out. Maybe this Taurus is just a catalyst, or maybe you are certainly dealing with a catalyst right now. I think you got redirected. I think you got pulled off your path, and now there's like a challenging refocusing, reorientation. So either something or someone is catalyzing this epiphany or this major breakthrough when it comes to an issue here that needs to be resolved, so you can deepen this relationship to yourself, so you can fully step into living your soul's purpose. So what I want to say is, hey, show yourself some empathy, show yourself some love here. I do feel you need to understand sometimes people do have to separate and go through periods of growth separately before coming back together. But I think there is a major challenge here that you need to face. So the universe is saying, face it head on. You can't keep running. You can't keep escaping. You're being tested. So what is it that you believe in? What is it that you're looking at as an opportunity right now to improve your plans? because it's really time to tune up that energy flow. So you might want to go and book a Reiki session. Maybe you need to clear up some blocked energy flow within your chakra body or your Kundalini pathway. But I also feel it's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to also embody being that teacher, because you're about to step into a brand new life, a brand new cycle here. There is a new beginning. There is a brand new beginning here. So what is it that needs to leave your life? What can no longer remain in your life right now when it comes to negative people, negative behaviors, and patterns that need to be purged in order for this new life? So your life is about to look drastically differently than it does right now. Very, very soon. You are protected. I feel there is somebody here being encouraged to move towards a divine feminine. I feel a very powerful energetic connection here that is protected by the angels. So keep moving forward. This person is likely coming through in dream space. There could be a twin soul coming through in dream space, deciphering messages. You need to decipher messages when it comes to dream space. But there is definitely something here that you need to recognize that has been stuffed underneath the surface for a very long time. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot. Let's see what else needs to come through for you, Cancer. Oh my gosh, there is a lack of healing. There is so much confusion. There is so much anxiety. I feel anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. What I heard was the haunting. So whatever you've avoided emotionally is haunting you at night. So are you not sleeping at nighttime? There is a lack of balance. There is a lack of control. There could be addictions here affecting your life negatively. There's a need to alchemize a lesson here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. There's a need to expand beyond this stuckness. Yeah, somebody here is so regretful, so remorseful. But the Five of Cups in reverse is so much better than upright. I do feel there's been resistance to this emotional release. But let's do 9 cards. Let's see what else needs to come through for you, Cancer. What messages need to come through for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Somebody's really withheld sharing their truth. This Pluto retrograde, I feel a major cleanup. This is the energy of Pandora's box has been opened. And once that box is opened and you see things clearly, you cannot unsee them, Cancer. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with somebody with a sun in Capricorn that is reflecting back to you all of this repressed energy that you need to face, that you need to deal with. So I think get ready this retrograde season for an unveiling or an unboxing of some truth. We get the Knight of Wands in reversed, the Star reversed, and the Two of Cups. And so somebody here is feeling helpless, hopeless, in a state of despair. It's like somebody did not choose the healing path. Somebody, I feel, needs to be in a state of going within. We do have Pluto and Aquarius at the analytical 0-degree mark right now. And I feel this is triggering a lot of unresolved issues when it comes to hidden emotions. The central energy, we got a Queen of Wands here. We got an Aries, Leo, Sag. And we get a 10 of Cups. Somebody really squandered an opportunity for wish fulfillment, I feel. Yeah, they squandered it all right. And maybe they chose sex over love. And there's a lot of stuck energy now. And there is a need to address a toxic codependent pattern. So there could be addictions. There's codependency here. There's toxic people that you're connected with. And the central energy is this Queen of Wands. We could have somebody here that is like in the spotlight. That is a star that has exposed something here. You might be wanting to go towards somebody with prominent Aries, Leo, Sag. I think you're watching somebody who's a star in the spotlight and you're feeling stuck. I just feel like I just want to zone in on this Queen of Wands, like laser focused on this Queen of Wands. And so bottom of the deck, Queen of Coins reversed, King of Coins reversed, and the 6 of Coins reversed. So I don't know what's going on here, But we got two people here in a foundation purely for financial gain. And I feel a major budgeting problem. I feel two people here that may be overspent. We're a little bit materialistic and a major budgeting problem. And I think everything's coming to a dead stop. Spirit is bringing something to a dead stop because there's a lack of balance. Maybe all you've been doing is working for the money and not for the love. And really, this has triggered a lack of security. Two people very materialistic, two people very ungrounded, and two people only focused on one thing and one thing only, and it's money. So get ready for a new perspective shift. There is going to be a shift in perspective. I feel somebody has played the victim financially. And we've got a Queen of Wands as this central energy that is exposing something. I feel exposing something. The Queen of Wands light is so bright it burns. We've got somebody here talented, independent, in the spotlight. And I do feel maybe you're looking at this Queen of Wands Cancer and you're thinking like, damn, that's my wish fulfillment. But you got blocked emotions and now you're facing the consequences of a poor decision here. And I feel this is affecting your finances. So tell me more about this Queen of Wands because I'm liking this energy. That's what I'm drawn to. I feel somebody here that has a magnetic pull. And so what just flipped out on that pile that's coming to a close, we get the Nine of Swords reversed and we get the Two of Swords. And so there's a Seven of Swords reversed at play. I feel a confession. There is a confession here for sure. So somebody needs to come clean, I think, about a situation that really hasn't brought them any contentment. There is an unblocking of the heart here. Somebody really has run from some pent-up emotions. And I think somebody is so afraid about coming forward with a confession about how they feel about this Queen of Wands. What's this Queen of Wands got to say? She's like, hey, I'm waiting. I know you're coming in with some type of communication. We got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the High Priestess. Yeah, there is a Queen of Wands, High Priestess energy here. We could have a fire sign with water in her chart, Pisces in her chart. We've got somebody here that is likely a very intuitive, mysterious, in the spotlight type of healer or leader here. And we've got somebody watching, spying, trying to figure out how do I go back and course correct? Because I've been running from this for a long time. And maybe this Queen of Wands was stabbed in the back. It's possible. But I feel we've got a High Priestess here. She's saying, I know, I'm just waiting on that communication. I know it's coming. I'm in check. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. And I feel we've got a High Priestess that is well aware that somebody sees clearly, like maybe they've squandered an opportunity for some type of union or twin soul union. I feel there's also a Queen of Wands here that can feel somebody going through some type of disillusionment or ending and experiencing a heart awakening. So somebody here is aware. So what is this Two of Cups about? Because I feel Cancer energy, Cancer. So I just feel somebody here, I think, turned their back on a Two of Cups union. And now they're needing to take a chance and to take a risk. There is a major realignment going on here. I feel there's so much resistance to bringing forward an offer because somebody here definitely needs to shed some layers. They need to shed some elements of their life and they need to get honest here. They need to speak up. They need to communicate. They need to get honest. They need to use that sword to cut out some circumstances that need to be purged in order for two people to come together. I also feel somebody needs to shed some immature ways. The Knight of Wands reversed, the Page of Wands reversed. This is somebody that is not emotionally mature. This is somebody that's got some deep-seated childhood wounds here that need to be released and worked through. And we've got a King of Swords here that is refusing to bring forward an offer because maybe they're receiving downloads. And so I feel a pause before action. There is going to be unavoidable, unexpected changes coming through here. You can't avoid it. The Tower comes in to upheave a false foundation, a false belief. And then on the flip side of that, we do have a Divine Masculine taking charge, bossing up. I feel a Divine Masculine going through an awakening that is experiencing a deep emotional storm about some type of commitment that they are in, where maybe they've been pulling all the weight and doing all the work. And there is healing here to be had. There is something coming back around because this karmic lesson is not complete. There's something coming back to be learned. And we've got a masculine here that I feel has allowed addictions to hinder progress. So what is the devil? Because I feel there's one last temptation. Be careful of seduction. Yeah, do not be seduced by a past life lover that you know is no good for you. So the lovers could be a Gemini, could be a Capricorn. But I feel you might be dealing with somebody that is extremely codependent, dependent on you for finances, for money. We get the Lovers reversed. We get the Nine of Coins reversed. We get the Nine of Cups reversed. And we get the King of Cups reversed. And so there's major emotional denial here. And I do feel maybe there's a Cancer here that likes the codependencies. But I feel there's a cycle here that needs to close out. There's a cycle here that's already dead and gone, where there is a lack of emotional investment. And so it's time to break free. There is some bad karma playing out here. And all the snakes are out on the table. And I do feel somebody moving towards calmer waters. But there's some heart healing here that needs to be done. Somebody here has had a mask of steel when it comes to avoiding, blocking, and pushing away their emotions. Because deep down inside, they are broken and they are hurting. And so I think somebody here is losing faith. Because they're feeling foolish. And they've been denying this emotional truth for a pretty long time. So definitely could be dealing with an Aries, a Taurus, a Capricorn. I just think this Mars energy, we've got Mars and Gemini. I could be speaking to a Mars and Gemini too. There's like going to be an emotional outburst here when it comes to some type of confession. So let's get you a closing message here with the Crystal Stone deck. Call on your core power with Pyrite. I do feel somebody was dealing with fool's gold. Somebody turned away the real deal and went towards fool's gold, and now it's time to take back your power. Somebody here, I feel, is chronically lethargic. They're tired, they're drained, they're depleted because they're dealing with somebody that is only with them for the good times and for the money. They're dealing with somebody extremely codependent. It's toxic. It's a trauma bond. And so, yeah, somebody's been dealing with fool's gold. That's what I feel. And so maybe there was like a mother-child dynamic here and somebody wanted to be treated like a big baby or something of the sort. But I feel there's something about harnessing that solar plexus energy. And I feel a boost of masculine energy. There's masculine energy coming through. And I do feel there was some type of an abandonment here. And so there's a masculine, I feel, powering through some very shrouded dark matter, dark night of the soul energy. And they're getting ready to take action to manifest something. So what's the closing message here for Cancer? The closing message, please, for Cancer. We get Larimar, which is all about slowing down your roll. And we get Turquoise. So somebody here really needs to speak their truth. I do feel somebody is a little hot-tempered, could be an Aries, but somebody is about to go AWOL because they've been repressing this for quite some time. And so buckle down and get ready. I think somebody here has a lot to say. The energy is seething and sweltering. I think somebody has been in like this very cold energy of not speaking, and they're getting super agitated, and they can't hold it in anymore. They can't hold it in anymore. And so suddenly there's going to be unexpected movement or communication, and there is going to be some type of reconnection as soon as somebody can find the strength to speak their truth. But I do think somebody wants to rebuild upon a broken foundation here. They want to get back on track, and that's what I have. They want to get back on track. So get ready. Get ready for unexpected communication. I think somebody's been wandering and they don't know where to go, and now they want to get back on track and strengthen a foundation that I feel has been broken. So that's kind of what I got for you, Cancer. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. Also, don't forget to check out the membership side of the channel. Over on the membership side, I do go live every Thursday at noon, and I do card pulls. I do chats about growth, spiritual expansion, the twin flame journey, whatever I'm guided to bring forward as a teaching or a lesson that week. So head on over there. Join us all over on the other side. I'd love to see you over there, Cancer. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.